SEO for beginners rank #1 in Google fast. In today's video tutorial, I will show you how to rank on the first page of Google step by step. Formula to rank on the first page of Google for competitive keywords like link building tools, backlinks, and SEO. If you want to rank #1 in Google, you'll love the actionable steps in this blog. Keep reading. I have a confession to make. I used to hate SEO. That's mostly because my first website wouldn't rank no matter what I did. It was super frustrating. I was following all the advice that I read from so-called SEO experts: create great content, add keywords to your page, make sure that your site loads fast. Yeah, that stuff can help a little, but it's not gonna rocket your site to the top of Google's first page. When I realized that, I decided to run lots of SEO experiments. I tested title tags, backlinks, anchor text, internal links, and more, and over the years I started to put the pieces together. Now it's time for me to reveal the process that you can use to rank on the first page of Google. So let's kick things off with step number 1. Your first step is to find 3 keywords. These are keywords that you'll create content around in the next step, and here's exactly how to find great low competition keywords. First, head over to Answer the Public. This free tool finds questions that people ask on forums, blogs, and on social media, and it turns those questions into awesome keywords. The best part is the keywords that you get from Answer the Public are usually long-tail keywords. Even though not a lot of people tend to search for long-tail keywords, they are also not super competitive, which makes them perfect keywords to go after if you're just starting out. Another great way to find keywords is Reddit. Just head over to a subreddit where your target audience hangs out and take a look at the topics that people are talking about. Finally, head over to explodingtopics.com. This is another free tool that bubbles up trending topics in industries like tech, health, fashion, marketing, and more. So once you have at least 3 keywords ready to go, it's time for step number 2. Create epic content. So I recently teamed up with BuzzSumo to analyze 912 million articles, and one of our most surprising findings was that most content on the web doesn't get shared or linked to. In fact, we found that 94% of all articles online have 0 links, and there's a simple reason for that. Most of the content that people publish isn't that great, and if it's not great, it's gonna get lost among the millions of blog posts, tweets, YouTube videos, and Twitch streams that come out every day. So for your content to stand out, it can't just be good or even great. For your content to be something that someone else would want to actually link to, it needs to be epic. Now, there's no formula for creating epic content, but there are a few things you can do to increase the odds that people will share and, more importantly, link to your content. First, you want to publish content that's long and in-depth. A similar study that I mentioned earlier uncovered a little interesting nugget, and that nugget was that longer content gets more links than short content. Specifically, long-form content gets an average of 77% more backlinks than short content. Now that your epic content is ready to go, it's time for step number 3. Keyword optimize your content. On-page SEO has changed a lot over the last few years. Back in the day, keyword optimization was all about the stuff on your page with keywords. But that doesn't really work anymore. Instead, the goal of on-page SEO today is to give Google context about what your page is all about. Yes, you still want to use keywords on your page, but you also need to help Google understand your page's overall topic. Here's how to do it. Your first step is to include your target keyword in a few important places on your page. That way Google can understand that your page is about that specific term. Next is time to give Google more context about your page, and the best way to do that is LSI keywords. LSI keywords are words and phrases that are closely related to your target keyword. Put another way, some terms tend to show up in next to your keywords around the web. You can find these LSI keywords by searching for your keyboard and scrolling to the bottom of the search results. The bold suggested keywords here usually make great LSI keywords. Then sprinkle a few of these LSI keywords on your page and you're good to go. Step number 4. Optimize your content for users. Back in the day, Google ranked pages almost 80% and who had the most backlinks. Yes, backlinks are still important, and I'll show you exactly how to build backlinks in the next step. But today, backlinks aren't enough. Your content also needs to be optimized for users. That's because Google pays very close attention to how people interact with your site in the search results, and if they notice that people are clicking on your site and then quickly heading back to Google and falling down the rank. Next, but if they see users sticking on your page, that's a sign that you're giving Google searchers what they want. This is awesome, and you'll usually get a ranking boost. Optimize your content for users so they stay on your page. Make sure that your content design is on point. Studies show that people largely judge your site based on a design first and content second. If you followed the steps so far by creating epic content and optimizing it for users, you already have a strong foundation for building backlinks. It's just a matter of getting your content out there to actually build those links, and the best way to do that, broken link building. In fact, I used broken link building to get links from a super authoritative website. Here's how it works. First, find a broken link on a page that you want to get a link from. I personally use the helpful Check My Links extension for Google Chrome, which is free. It automatically crawls all the links on a page and identifies broken links. Next, you want to find a post on your site that will make a good replacement for the dead link. Finally, reach out to the person that runs that site and ask them to swap out the dead link for a link to your content. Now for this process, you can definitely work with an email script as you send these out. I definitely don't recommend sending out the same generic email to 100 different people. In fact, an outreach study that I recently did with Pitchbox found that personalized emails got 32% more replies than emails that use the same exact pitch for everybody. Now, before we close out this blog, I want to give you a quick bonus step. Use unique images. Can using stock photos on your site hurt your Google rankings? As it turns out, they might. The folks at Reboot Online recently ran an interesting experiment. They created 10 brand new websites, all optimized around the keyword that they made up. For the experiments on 5 sites, they used 5 stock photos that were already used on a bunch of other websites, and for the other 5, they actually took their own images. That way they were 100% unique. So what are they find? They discovered that the 5 websites that had unique images outranked the sites that didn't use unique images. So whenever you can, try to use unique images. Did you learn something new from today's video tutorial?